everyone, it is Michelle with the digital team at 143Vinyl, and in this week's Digital Minute, we are going to talk about backgrounds. So, when you want to upload an image to our site to get DTF or UV DTF printed, we prefer your image to have the background. And this particular image is a customer submitted image, this one and this one here. And I use these because it was a great example of what this website right here can do to an image and what we then have to do to fix it. So, this particular image, I can automatically see tons of things wrong with it, and I will go ahead and point them out so you can see them. So, right here, there's still background. Right here and right here as well, there's still background. This over here looks like it should have been some type of flower or something, and it got removed with the background. This right here probably is supposed to have color. These stars should have color in it, but the coloring is gone on the background. Now, I can tell, but somebody else might not be able to. I do believe this right here should actually have some color in it. This right here, they lost coloring in their hands. This ghost right here lost some color. There's a little bit missing down here. So there's a lot going on with this one. And when you have white in an image, or black, or blue, whatever color you have in the image, if the background is the same or similar color and you go to remove it, there's a high likelihood that you are going to pull out that same color that is within the image. For example, I can look at this star right here and know that these stars are probably white. My guess is also the background was white, which is why it pulled the color on these stars, because it's doing what you told it to do and it sees that color and it's going to take it out. Okay? So for this one here, the background remover, we lost our spider. Okay? So let me also show you, if you zoom in, see all these little dots here? It is possible this image will not print solid. So that's something our team will have to fix. So what we look for, and a lot of times we can tell that this website was used because it gives it a very specific file name. So when we go and pull our images into Photoshop, I'm going to start with the ghost first. And this looks very similar to how it looks in our layout designer. You don't necessarily notice when white is missing from an image. So when we look at it, we have a particular action that we can use, but if you have Photoshop, you can check it, and I will show you how to do that. But when we use our action, we're going to run it, and it's going to do all this stuff over here, and all of a sudden my screen turned green. Now, what does the green mean? The green means that background, although it was removed, all of this is transparent pixels that the printer will see and it will print. It will print white. There's no actual color, so there will be no regular color. But when it lays down that white base, it's going to lay down all of this green would be white. And the same with this image here. This image as well. It removed the background, but it left behind a transparent pixel mess. And the printer will see all of that. Okay? So we highly suggest just keeping your backgrounds on it. And the main reason for that is, I'm going to show you this image right here. So this image right here, the dimensions 1200 pixels. Now, if I take that image and remove the background on this website, it cut those pixels in half. It reduced the quality by half. And when you pull that into our layout designer, I already had it open. When you pull that in our layout designer, and I'm going to pull the one I removed the background from. You see how small it came in? That is the actual size of the image. That's the size you need to print it in order for it to be quality, not be blurry, and not look bad. but you want a 10 by 10. So you're going to take and you're going to stretch that image out. And I can see it. Can you see? You can still see the black around the image. Okay? So if I actually pull in the one with the background, although it's still too small, look how much bigger it is. I don't have to stretch it as far to get it to the size that I need it to be. And it is much easier for our team to upscale an image, which means to add pixels to it to make it quality, with an image that's 1200 pixels versus an image that is only 600 pixels. Going from 1200 to 3000 pixels to make it quality at a 10 by 10, they don't have far to go. But when you have to take it from 600 to 3000, now you're starting to kind of get to a point where we may not be able to get it to 3000 before it starts looking distorted. So keep your backgrounds on, because having them on definitely keeps the quality of your original image. And that's true for if you download it from the internet or you download it from Facebook because you saw it in a dump group and you think it's a cool image. Keep the background on it. And if you want to remove the background, you can use Photopea, you can use Photoshop, anything other than this one. Okay? Because this one, you see what it did to the image. You see what it does to it. Now, if you have Photoshop and you want to know how to look for that, when you open your image and you have your layer, you're going to right click, you're going to go to blending options, you're going to go to stroke, and if you click on it, you can choose your color. If you want to have a blue stroke, yellow stroke, green, I like pink. We use pink around here. So you can choose the pixel size. It doesn't matter. Even if I choose 1, you can still see that mess there. So if you have Photoshop, this is a great way to look and see if you have a transparent pixel mess. And we can clean it up. It takes more time. So when you're submitting images and you're using that website to remove your backgrounds, your orders are going to take longer because more work is required to get that image where it needs to be so that you receive a quality transfer. It wouldn't take as much time if you use this image because they don't have all of this mess they need to clean up. They won't have to fill in all of these areas where the background pulled color out. They can remove the background using various programs that our team uses so that it is quality and doesn't leave behind this mess. If you have any questions, always let us know. Have a great day.